I'm ranking every single Lumion based on 7 different criteria, and next up is Searknight. There's not much for Searknight to do inside of the main story, so for its battle prowess we're going to be looking at its PvP viability. And Searknight is not really that good, at least nowadays. It has access to the terrifying secret ability, which is this game's Intimidate, which is pretty good, and it used to be a decent tank barb setter, and it's not a good user of Drudge because it just has mediocre coverage. Also, it gets the metal type upon evolution, which gives it a quad weakness to earth, which really doesn't help. At least it actually gets a melee fire type attacking move not long after evolving, and it also gets body crash as a rally move to take advantage of its really good melee defense stat, and it does get preemptive strike and slapdown, which help a lot in doubles. So I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. It's definitely fell off over the years, but I have a feeling that it's gonna have a resurgence with doubles. The availability score for every single beginner Lumion will be a 7 out of 10. If you want the reasoning why, check the shorts I made on the pre-evolutions of this guy. But as for concept, I love what Searknight has going on. It furthers what Raburn had going on with it being a soldier in training, to now Searknight being a full-on knight. I think that's super cool. 9 out of 10. And I'm gonna be honest, I think they nailed its design. Searknight looks so cool. I love it. Despite it being an old model, in my opinion, it holds up nowadays 6 years later. I love the black hardened fur that's supposed to look like armor. I think that's super cool. Unlike Raburn, its stance and its body doesn't look awkward at all. It genuinely looks imposing. I love like the position that its hands are in. Like, it's nothing like special, but them like being in front of his chest instead of just by his side like some other Lumions that were modeled back in 2019, I think works so well. I'm personally a big fan. Maybe this is a hot take, but I'm gonna give this a 10 out of 10. I don't know why I want to give Searknight's alpha a low score, because it has all the good sides about Embit's alpha going for it, and it doesn't have any of the bad sides of Raburn's alpha not going for it. But for some reason I'm looking at it and like my eyes start to blur. But just like with regular Embit's alpha, I'm gonna give it the same score of a 7.5 out of 10, noting that it should have changed more. But I am very happy that the white is back. Searknight's gamma is excellent. It's really hard to make purple and black go bad together, and compared to Embit at least, no one is confusing this for a grayscale gamma. 9 out of 10. Lastly, let's talk about Searknight's name. Searknight's name has something that I like to refer to as Coalboy Syndrome. Coalboy Syndrome is when a creature's name looks like it is just 2 words combined, even if there's even more meaning behind it. It's similar to the monochrome / grayscale gammas, to where a name with Coalboy Syndrome can work, but it could also just not work entirely because most of the time, it's just laziness behind it. In Searknight's case, the roots of its name are literally just Seer and Knight, but Searknight's name is actually a play on the term Searknight, since it, has that whole thing with it being a knight. So I'm going to raise the score I was initially going to give Searknight's name from a 3 out of 10 to a 7 out of 10. Averaging out Searknight's score gives it a final score of 8.1 out of 10, launching it to the top 1 spot of our current Lumion top 5. Do you agree with my scores? Let me know in the comments down below.